Artificial intelligence. AI. I heard about artificial intelligence for the first time about 10 years ago. I was driving in a car. I remember that moment as if it were now. I even remember where I was and where I was going. When I heard a scientist who was unknown to me at the time, a scientist named Geoffrey Hinton, saying that the Turing test would come true not in the middle of the 30s, as we had been promised, but much earlier, most likely at the beginning of the 20s. At that time, I knew nothing about the Turing test or about Geoffrey Hinton, and his words seemed interesting to me, so I became curious about the subject. The Turing test was popularized by a certain Alan Turing in 1950 in his book Computing Machinery and Intelligence. That was the title of the book, and he said that if, in a text editor, a person were to communicate with someone, and after a prolonged conversation cannot determine whether it is a machine or a human, then that machine capable of sustaining a human conversation is an artificial intelligence. It turned out that this came true in the early 20s, namely in 2021. Well, one could say even earlier. Some believe it happened earlier. But since the release of ChatGPT 3.0, ChatGPT 3.0 has been officially considered the birth of artificial intelligence, according to Turing's definition.